Watch Inter Miami vs NYCFC stream, TV channel, lineups as Messi likely to miss New York City MLS match. After falling short in the US Open Cup final, Inter Miami look to lick their wounds and move on with their postseason chase as they host New York City FC in a critical MLS playoff six-pointer. Both teams sit on the fringes of the MLS playoff spots, but will each consider themselves within striking distance. NYCFC occupy the final playoff spot, sitting in 9th on 37 points. Just one above the cut line. Inter Miami, meanwhile, are back in 14th on 32 points, but with 5 matches of their own left to play, they are still strongly in the mix. It seemed that Inter Miami were charging up the table. But an injury to superstar Lionel Messi, as well as one to fellow new arrival Jordi Alba, has muted expectations considerably. It appeared Messi would be involved in Wednesday's Open Cup final in some capacity. But he missed out entirely, and now his status for all remaining matches is in doubt. Without Messi, Inter Miami were thoroughly dominated by a surging Houston Dynamo side, falling narrowly 2-1 after making it interesting late. On the whole 90-minute performance, they were well beaten. NYCFC, meanwhile, are in good form as they push for a playoff spot, unbeaten in their past 5 across a profitable September fixture list that includes 3 shutout wins and 2 draws. Inter Miami vs NYCFC live stream, TV channel. More, watch Premier League matches live with Fubo in USA. Global MLS Season Pass Apple TV. What time does Inter Miami vs NYCFC kick off? This Major League Soccer match at DRV-PNK Stadium kicks off on Saturday, September 30th at 7:30 p.m. local time in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Inter Miami vs NYCFC projected lineups. Team news. All Inter Miami squad questions begin with the status of Lionel Messi, whose injury kept him out of the US Open Cup final on Wednesday. Ahead of that match, manager Gerardo Martino claimed that if it were a regular league fixture, he would be for sure unavailable, but since it was a cup final, they were considering taking a risk. With the medical staff unable to clear Messi for participation in that match, it seems highly unlikely that he would be suddenly cleared to play, especially from the start, just 3 days later. Martino bemoaned the team's recent fixture congestion, which he believes is catching up to the side. Jordi Alba is also likely to miss out with a muscle injury suffered just minutes before Messi's, but there are reinforcements on the way. Midfield Rock Gregor, who has missed most of the season with a foot injury, is likely to return to training soon and will be in contention for selection down the stretch if all goes well. Inter Miami projected starting lineup for -2-3-1, calendar GK, Yedlin, Krivtsov, Miller, Alan Busquets, Arroyo, J. Martinez, Farias, Taylor, Campana. Aside from a groin injury to Alfredo Morales and the long-term ACL recovery for Maxi Morales, there are very few injury issues for NYCFC, affording head coach Nick Cushing the ability to select a pretty consistent lineup from game to game. Young Brazilian star Thales Magno started the season hot but fell out of the starting lineup until last time out against Toronto FC, where he reemerged and played well, providing an assist in the 3-0 win. It remains to be seen whether he's rewarded another start here or if Richie Ledesma will return on the left wing. U.S. international James Sands has been exceptional in midfield all year, while striker Monsef Bakrar has a goal in 3 of his past 5 matches and would have had another had he not missed a penalty in the recent win over Toronto. NYCFC projected starting lineup for -2-3-1, Freeze GK, Gray, Martins, Risa, O'Toole, Sands, Perea, Jasson, S. Rodriguez, Magno, Bakrar. Inter Miami vs NYCFC prediction. Inter Miami are favored heavily to win at home, even with Lionel Messi's status uncertain and NYCFC in such good form. Whoever wins the points here will consider themselves likely contenders to reach the postseason. For NYCFC, 3 points would further cement their currently precarious position. While it could bring Inter Miami within just 2 of the final spot, Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.